Thomas. Thank you, said Arthur. I wish I had the fishing village line all the time. A huge engine rocketed by the shed. The huge engine was humming quietly. Engine in the world. I'm the Duke and Duchess's private engine. I take them everywhere. I have plenty of water, wheezed Spencer, and he raced away. Spencer showed the Duke and Duchess many beautiful places. But he never once stopped through on his way to the party. And Spencer was. He ran out of water on Gordon's Hill. Why didn't I listen? Gordon was looking forward to seeing Spencer. Run out of water? He teased. Yes, snapped Spencer. I must have a leaky tank. Perhaps, smiled Gordon. But we better hurry. Everyone is waiting. Gordon switched to Spencer's line and was coupled up. Then they set off. But Spencer was embarrassed. They came on their own private engine called Spencer. Spencer is big and silver and very fast. When Spencer pulled into Knapford, his driver had exciting news for him. You have beaten Gordon's record, he said. Of course, boasted Spencer. I'm faster and finer than all the engines on Sodor put together. Sir Topham Hatt's engines were very cross, and everyone agreed. Sir Topham Hatt spoke to the engines. Edward set off. Slow and steady. Will do my best. Spencer set off and quicked Edward. Spencer stopped at Wellsworth Station. Edward teetered into view. Hurry, old boy, laughed Spencer. Can't have you finishing too far behind me. Edward wished he could have a rest too, but the station master and the porters had heard about the race. And Spencer was off in a flash. He roared past Edward. Fastest and best, he boasted. Up ahead, Spencer had to stop. The Duke wanted to take some photographs of the countryside. Spencer closed his eyes. Nothing to worry about, he said lazily. Gordon was returning to Brendam Docks. He passed Spencer and knew Edward must be losing the race. Time to go, said Spencer's driver and rang the bell. But nothing happened. Spencer was dreaming of victory. He didn't hear the bell. And he didn't hear Edward puffing past him. Spencer's driver rang the bell again. When Spencer finally opened his eyes, he could see Edward heading towards the summer house. Spencer took off as fast as he could. But as he reached the siding, his driver ordered him to slow down. These are old tracks and you are a very heavy engine, he said. You must go slowly. Spencer had no choice. He had to slow down. And he trundled slowly down the siding. With every click and every clack, he knew he had lost the race. Hooray! I've won! He cheered loudly. Edward felt like the pride of the Sodor Railway, and he was right.
Spencer was already there. Thomas was surprised. "Hello, Spencer. What are you doing on Sodor?"
I,
steamed Spencer, am to pick up Sir Topham and Lady Hat and the Duke and Duchess of Boxford. They are waiting at Kelsthorpe Station. I am to take them to a very important tea party at the Scottish Castle. Thomas was disappointed. "Why can't I take them in Annie and Clarabelle?" he puffed. "Because," huffed Spencer loudly, "you are a small engine, and small engines get small jobs. I am a big engine, and big engines get big jobs." "I can go faster than the wind," chuffed Thomas crossly. "Nonsense," sniffed Spencer. This made Thomas even crosser. "I'll race you to Kelsthorpe Station," Thomas huffed. "Then we'll see." Spencer and Thomas wheeshed away. Spencer and Thomas were and bubbling their boilers to arrive at Spencer screeched to a halt, but Thomas raced straight through the station. Thomas reversed slowly back into the station. He was very worried. "Why were you going so fast?" Thomas felt terrible. "I'm sorry, sir," he peeped. Thomas felt even worse. "I'll find your hat, sir," Thomas chuffed, "in time for your important tea party at the Scottish Castle." And he chuffed quickly away. When Thomas arrived, everyone was waiting. Flew gently from his Up ahead, Emily saw Spencer. He was very cross.
I meant to be taking the Duke and Duchess of Boxford to an important lunch, huffed Spencer. But my way is blocked by all these smelly garbage wagons.
"Flatten my funnel," steamed Emily.
"Someone will have to move them," sniffed Spencer.
Emily knew that was her job.
"Oh, I suppose I'll have to move them. Ugh,"
she shuddered. Emily buffered up. Wagons were much too heavy for her to move on her own. Just then,
"Still waiting,"
huffed Spencer impatiently. "If Whiff was here now, he'd be happy to help me," Emily sighed. "He wanted to be my friend, but I wasn't kind to him. I must find Whiff and say sorry." Spencer was getting very impatient. "Don't worry, Spencer," tooted Emily. "Whiff is here to help now."
"Freeze my firebox," snorted Spencer when he saw Whiff. "That dirty little engine can't move all these garbage wagons."
"We're going to move them together," chuffed Emily.
"Oh, thank you, Emily," whistled Whiff.
Spencer watched as Emily and Whiff coupled up to the garbage wagon. Spencer was very impressed.
"Whiff is a very, very useful engine," he wished.
Dream on. Spencer is a very special engine from the mainland. He belongs to the Duke and Duchess of Boxford. He's very fast, very shiny, and very strong.
"Coming through!"
Later, Spencer arrived. Thomas was still working.
"Take my passenger cars and shunt them away,"
Spencer huffed grandly.
"I will when I've shunted these freight cars," tooted Thomas.
But Spencer didn't like waiting.
"I'm faster, shinier, and stronger than you, Thomas. You're just a little tank engine."
This made Thomas cross. But he remembered Sir Topham had told him to. When Thomas arrived back at Tidmouth Sheds, he was very tired. Spencer was already there.
"Anyone can shunt freight cars," wheezed Spencer, "but you have to be very special to."
This made Thomas very cross.
"I'll show that bossy boiler," Thomas puffed. "Tomorrow I'm going to be faster, shinier, and stronger than Spencer." You might be the fastest, shiniest, and strongest engine, but you're the slowest to get fired up, Thomas tooted cheekily. Now it was Spencer's turn to feel very silly. Then I will miss my airplane, he said sternly. Yes, sir, tooted Thomas. And Thomas steamed grandly away.